Hey there, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamsin Entertainment, and welcome to the conversation. Just before we get started, there are many ways you can help. You can like and subscribe so you never miss a conversation, but most importantly, please share this video. Get the word out there. There's a fellowship. We can talk about all the things that we love. Today on Throwback Thursday, we're looking at Enter the Dragon, and so far this is my favorite Bruce Lee movie. Starts out at a Shaolin temple or Shaolin school that he trains at, and he gets approached by presumably the British government because it's a British guy talking to him, and this is a spy film. More specifically, it's a Bond film. It's just that Bruce Lee's James Bond. It's got a Bond type theme. It's got a Bond villain that has a thing about him, who has his own island. Doesn't have the Bond gadgets in there. I actually go over that in his briefing for the mission, but the villain has not one, but two henchmen. One, I think, Irish guy? Oh, no, he's not Irish. It's one American guy, and then his other henchman is Bolo. Doesn't say a word, and he knows exactly what his master tells him to do just by saying his name. Bolo. He just does something. So the British government has all this information on Han, that's the name of the villain, but they don't have any proof that they know what they know. And that's why Lee is going there, and I mean his character's name is Lee, I'm not just using Bruce Lee's last name. The character Lee is going there to get the hard evidence so they can actually do something about this evil guy. Well, Han holds a tournament, I think they said every 3 years? I immediately thought Mortal Kombat. I wonder if this is where the creators of the video game got their idea, because it's a really cool idea. You just get fighters from around the world come and fight. No one has special abilities like they do in Mortal Kombat. They're just supposed to be the top tier fighters of the world. Lee agrees to go, but before he goes, he talks to his Shaolin master, who informs him that his sister was almost taken by Han and his henchmen. The one American henchman was sent to kidnap her specifically with a bunch of minions. They eventually corner his sister. I think his sister's, no, Mei Ling is the contact on the island. Unfortunately, I forgot the sister's name in this story. But she gets cornered, and she decides to take her own life instead of being captured. And that's his motivation to go there instead of just helping out the British, which makes more sense. You need more motivation instead of just the British showing up and say, hey, random guy, we could use your help. We know you're a good fighter. Yeah, I'm glad they had a little more motivation for him. I won't go into too much detail, even though a 70s spy film, you can kind of figure out what the plot is. I mean, I gave you most of it. Obviously, the villain's hiding something. He's not just holding tournaments for the sake of it, but I won't go into detail for the entire movie because it is very enjoyable, and I would highly recommend it. It has one of my favorite fight scenes in here, and I'm not going to mention it simply because it's a spoiler. Those are my thoughts on Enter the Dragon. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and live your imagination.